Hello everyone, welcome back to the layout, the Union Pacific Railroad Evanston subdivision in HO scale. My name is Daryl Cruz, owner and builder of the layout and your host for episode 18 of season 2024. Right away, make sure that you like this video, subscribe, and become a member if you so choose. Here's a list of all of the members. Engineers first, then conductors, and how long each of them have been members. Thank you to all of them once again. I'm going to try and really show appreciation for them more and more as we go along. If you're interested in becoming a member, there's a button on your YouTube screen somewhere, or you can check the description. There's a link in the description. Thank you to everyone who's a member. Your support is much appreciated. Just want to do an update here on things that took place this past week. And this is actually how it looked at the beginning of the week. If you saw last week's update, did some work on scenery and working on the backdrops. Everything kind of came together pretty well. Was very happy with the way things turned out, especially the way the backdrops blended in real well. But there is definitely one thing missing, and the thing that really kind of turns the page to go from just being a layout to being a very realistic layout is the ballast on the track. And I'm surprised how many people don't ever actually ballast the track. It definitely makes a big difference. And we'll see here in a little bit. Here's the same scenes now, the same area of the layout. This is between Aspen and Granger. It's about 35 feet of double track mainline. And you can see it definitely looks a lot better with a ballast. That tree is a little too close to the tracks there. I did push that back. These are a little bit better, but the ballast definitely makes it look like an actual railroad, especially when the trains are rolling. So that's the main thing that I did this week, was doing this ballasting. Basically took one day, maybe 3 or 4 hours. There was a lot of work making sure the track is all straight and glued down properly, and then putting the ballast on very carefully. I use Woodland Scenics. This took 2 canisters. I also sprayed the backdrops, by the way, so that they're not as shiny as before. This week I also began working on this crossing. This is just east of Evanston. As you can see, I have the lights working. And you can see I was kind of a little disappointed in the size of the bulbs. These crossings, I got these second-handed. It was from an estate sale, so they're actually like 20 years old. They are by Tomar, and I was really happy with the way they look. But then when I actually lit up the lights are a little bit bigger than I would have liked. A lot bigger than the more modern ones of today. But I'm still going to keep them. I think they look pretty good. Now here's where I am installing the controller. I'm using Logitech. See, I think that's right. Logitech rails. Is that right? But they have a Gate Crossing Pro 2 that I'm using to control these. And there's sensors. You can use infrared or photocells or detected sections. I'm using infrared, which came with the sensors come with the board. This board is, I think, $60. I didn't get it all completely installed. I got all the wires hooked up for the lights and for the crossing gates, but it was not quite all the sensors hooked up. So I am going to be doing a review on those crossing signals, and especially on the Logitech control board. So far, I've been very happy with the board. It's been very easy to hook everything up. Instructions are very easy to follow. Also got some feedback from the proprietor of Logitech. He had some emails back and forth to see how things were to be hooked up, and a little bit had some questions on the aiming of the infrared sensors. But so far so good. I'm going to do a full review, so look out for that on my YouTube channel in the next week or two. I'm going to be doing a full review on that board and how it works with the signals. This is just a simple 10-inch wide section. Connects the Aspen tunnels area with Granger, which is just down the line here, as we see a coal train coming in the other direction. It's amazing how you can get a pretty accurate and pretty typical looking scene with just 10 inches of bench work. These are actual photos that I took out in Wyoming and Utah. This is mostly in Wyoming here. And the pictures are kind of blown up a little bit, so they are a little not really high res pictures, but it actually works out well for basically what's to be a view of what's in the far distance. So it actually works out real well. So we see the end of the coal train coming through. Once I get this completed here, which it pretty much is, once I get it completed, I'm going to be working on the lower level. You can see that's unfinished. That's going to be the Taggart Tunnels and Weber River Canyon. Definitely looking forward to getting that going here. Really like the long stretches of straightaway here. Don't usually have a lot of straightaways in mountain railroads, but out in Wyoming, even though there's mountains in the distance and so forth, there is areas of plains where it's flatter, and you do have stretches of straightaways, so definitely looks pretty good. I think we'll see one more train here coming through as we see this one go all the way down. This is a local coming in the other direction, headed up by a Norfolk Southern SD70 and a leased PRLX SD70. See, there's also a train running down below. You do see a lot of Norfolk Southern trains on UP trains out west. Ballast really makes a difference, doesn't it? Well, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching. Look for the upcoming review on the Logitech Logic Rails. Oh, it's Logic Rails Tech, I think. I gotta get that straight. I will definitely have that straight by the time I do the review. So far, it's been a great board. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great week. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Take care.